last three big hits, and we'll call them crashes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The dot-com bubble. So in 2000, the S&P 500 and the ASX 200, the S&P fell negative 50%. That took 7 years to recover. The ASX 200 then, 50% recovered within the first week.
Mm.
That's big fall, crash,
Big
then
bounce.
big bounce.
A week later.
Within a week,
yep.
The GFC in the S&P 500, negative 56%, took 4 years to recover. The Australian market, about negative 50, 6 years to recover.
Yep.
The most recent one, and this is where we've got to just keep our mitts off our super and be very level-headed and strategic and get advice. COVID, the S&P 500 fell about 33.9%. That recovered in 5 months. We call that a V-shaped recovery. And the ASX 200, negative 36, which fell a little bit deeper than the States.
Yep.
That took 14 months to recover.
Because all of those events, I worked in financial planning, and importantly, they kind of, the pillar or back is that I was sitting in front of retirees at that point and seeing that pain and trying to help them guide through that. And some of them didn't have strategies, which is the main focus. And that's the thing, a couple parts is that we don't need all the money in cash, but we don't want it all in shares. We want to find the right balance. We need to have buckets that we can access. But the other part, so again, we need a strategy. We're not jumping in and out of the pool. We're either in or we're out, or we need to be the right balance. The other important part, which those numbers you've said are accurate, we actually put a report together every year and send to our clients that have those tables back for even those crashes and further. And the one that sticks out to me is, say, that COVID one, because I suppose it is still recent, we were living through it. When that actually recovered, you said it took 14 months, but that recovery kind of started about, 30 or 40 days after the drop. That was actually the day that I shut down my office and sent our staff home. That was the day that I think the NBA shut down and certain kind of movie sets started to shut down. That was the day the share market started to go up. In that, and there's an analogy that I remember that sticks with me, which is that the markets don't wait for the seas to recover or the light at the end of the tunnel. The markets start to turn around when it's getting less dark, i.e. it's not gonna. We know what's coming up. We know what's worse, and so sitting on the sidelines and going, "I'll get back in when everything looks a bit smooth."
You've missed it.
That COVID example was when people in Australia were starting to actually make decisions. Business was shutting down. The COVID thing obviously went on in different states for many years. But the share market was already well recovered by the time that actually people started doing things or toilet paper was running out. So, and we don't know what the next few weeks or months or years look like here, but the same thing is that the markets are a forward-looking mechanism. And so they're not going to go, oh, okay, we are in a recession, we're not in a recession. Okay, sweet. All right, well, now that's all known. Let's start to level off, let people get back in and go back up.
Yeah, everything's already priced into the market.
So it's priced, the market will start to go up when things are actually still scary.
If you want to have a chat about your circumstances, feel free to reach out to us at Financial Edge Group to find out a bit more. Everyone's numbers are different, everyone's components are different, and your circumstances and family structure is different. So it's important to have a chat about this rather than rushing out and do anything. But it's also important to be proactive with this planning. And that's what we're here to help with.